Look at this, how to make hardest hitting spec in Ravendawn with Wizard's skill tree. So let's go over mandatory cards, stats, gear, filler classes and little trick tip at the end. Cards. First, let's look at mandatory cards. Without those, build will just not work. Obviously, mandatory skills for this build are Frostbolt and Frost Lance from Wizard's skill tree. But if you're lucky enough to have Icicle Gazer for Frostbolt and Frostrisen Magus from Frost Lance, you're good to go. Icicle Gazer lets Frostbolt build frost stacks. Upon reaching 3 frost stacks, target will be in deep freeze, and Frost Lance will always critical hit. So, combine it with Frostrisen Magus, and Frost Lance will not only do crit, but also reset it cooldown. So, with little trick I will show you later in this video, you can stack 2 Frost Lances crit every 10 seconds, even with low level cards. 10 seconds it's because Deep Freeze have so much cooldown before can affect target again, but Deep Freeze only lasts for so long on the target, so with low level 4-second window, that's all you can squeeze out of it. Let's go over stats and gear real quick. Stat distribution is very simple with 80-20% rule for 80% intelligence and 20% dexterity. So same for gear, but for tiered stat would recommend vitality or wisdom. And for gear, cloth armor is recommended for these additional global cooldowns, which make whole rotation much smoother. For weapon, I personally use staff for additional damage buff, but it's not make or break, so whatever floats your boat should work fine. For classes, Wizard is obviously mandatory, but there are a couple noticeable utility skills in this tree like Teleport and Cold Blast. For passives, Frost Armor mitigates a lot of damage and Amplification just makes damage bigger. Second recommended is Spiritual for additional sustains and skill cooldowns. You're going to use Frostbolt and Frost Lance a lot, but other skills are used too, and Celerity passive is just very powerful. Noticeable skills are Regenerate, Barrier, Force Push and Windstrike Spirit for additional burst. So for tiered class, Witchcraft completes build with dots, Curse and Leech that chip away at target as additional damage, bit of a sustain and emergency heal option with Eternal Worms. Siphon is also good consideration for lower downtime to regenerate your mana. Noticeable passive are Witchcraft Mastery for global cooldown and overall smoothness, Cast Touch for not only damage but emergency healing increase, and Arcane Corruption for PvP. So, having this all of the way, let me tell you a little trick. Deep Freeze is applied to target at 3 stacks, but if Frost Lance is cast at 2 stacks and Frostbolt cast right away after it, Frostbolt reaches the target before Frost Lance, building tiered stack and activating Deep Freeze before Frost Lance hits. So this way, even with low level cards, you can stack 2 Frost Lances back to back every 10 seconds, just doing 2 times Frostbolt, then Frost Lance, Frostbolt and Frost Lance, and that's it. Anyway, bye bye, subscribe, bye bye.